Hi gals, welcome back to another episode of Zero Waste Closet. Do I look sort of French today? You think? Subtle? If this is not a clue to what is coming in this video, I don't know what is. I am more excited to make today's video than I think I have literally ever been, and that is because it combines two of my favorite things. One, French-inspired fashion, and two, a compact, concise travel capsule. So I will tell you guys what got me started on this. A few of my favorite customers, you gals probably know who you are if you're watching this, are getting ready to jet out on trips to Paris. And oh, I've asked you to take me with you, and alas, you don't have any space. So I decided the next best thing would be for me to pretend that I'm getting to go with you and make my own little Parisian travel capsule. So that's what we're gonna do today. And girls, if you're not heading out for Paris, I want you just to take this as inspiration. This is another one of my travel capsules where you learn how to create a compact suitcase capsule just in general. And for those of you perhaps that are heading off to Europe or on some kind of extended travel, you might just find this inspiring and useful. And it's really time for a new season, so we have not done a fall travel capsule yet, so that's what we're gonna do today. So without further ado, let me show you what I decided to take with me, or at least pretend to take with me. So let me begin by giving you guys my parameters for this travel capsule. So the whole idea is I want to be able to fit it all into a carry-on and one personal item or shoulder bag, okay? So I'm not having to check any luggage. I am pretending that this is a 10-day journey, start to finish, and I have given myself the parameter of 10 pieces of clothing. So I get to bring 10 pieces of clothing. I always, you guys know this if you've been watching my travel videos, limit it to 3 pairs of shoes, and one of those is going to be on my feet. For some of you, this will be review on the order in which I do things, but just bear with me because it always is worth repeating. You guys, I cannot stress enough how important, in my opinion, it is to actually start with your footwear. So I picked out my 3 pairs of shoes first, because otherwise what happens if you don't do that, and this has happened to me so many times in the past, and you guys always tell me the same thing happens to you. You pick out all of your outfits and all of your clothes, and then you suddenly realize every outfit requires a different pair of shoes. So let's start by picking out the shoes, and then that limits your choices on clothing and makes things a lot easier. So I start with the shoes. The next thing I do is I decide on my color story, and usually that's a little dictated by the shoes too. I like to keep it very simple. So in this case, for my Parisian travel capsule, I wanted to keep it quite neutral, so I went with tones of taupe and beige, camel, maybe a little bit of terracotta in there, black and white. Really easy for 10 days. Then of course, the next thing I do is I pick out my clothing, and I make sure that I've got at least a couple of really good layering pieces in there. I make sure that I have got something in there, or at least a couple of things that can really be dressed up or elevated if I am perhaps going out to dinner, or maybe going to see a concert or the opera or theater, who knows. And then I make sure I also have some really comfortable casual clothes. Everything has to have mix and match potential. I've got to have multiple ways to wear each piece because I'm going to be wearing and re-wearing. So I also make sure that I've got great fabrics in there, things that can stand up to being worn more than once or twice. And then finally, I choose my accessories, which in this case was so much fun because we actually just got some really great new hats and berets in. And accessories are really easy to pack. They can totally change the look of the same outfit. So you can be wearing the same thing, but perhaps with a different hat or a little bit of a different bag, let's say, and get a totally different look. So I choose out my accessories and my handbags. Okay, gals, so let's do this. I'm going to show you the 3 pairs of shoes I picked with mix and match potential in mind. So first, I've got a great little sneaker, fun, fashiony, not too athletic looking, that way I can dress it up or down. Then I've got a beautiful new flat in, gals, just in from Stivali. It's the Louvre flat. How perfect and Parisian. This is a really nice alternative to a ballet flat, in my opinion. It's got the pointy toe, but it's got the wide box right in that bunion zone. It makes them so comfortable, super soft Colombian leather. And then last but not least, I have a lovely new bootie in here from Bed Stew, and I love this. It's got everything. It's got the black, the brown, and the kind of off-white here. So this is beautiful for, again, dress up or dress down. All right, next, we're going into the color scheme, which I've already talked to you guys about, which is very neutral. Black, browns, camel color, white, little bit of terracotta. I start with the tops. I have a great layering piece here with just a black silky tank from Velvet Heart. Next, I have a ribbed mock turtleneck, very cute, and this is nice if it's a little bit chilly outside, great for layering. And then last on the knits, I have a striped top here. Gals, this is so cute. Anything with stripes will do. Personally, I can't imagine going on a Parisian trip and not bringing my stripes. Okay, next we go into, of course, the Riley shirt. This is such a versatile piece. If you've been with me for a while, you know the Riley by name. This is great. It's 100% tencel. It's very flowy. This can be worn numerous times before having to really launder it. So I just would almost like never travel without this shirt. And then finally, I have new in from Velvet Heart, the Houndstooth Shacket. Ladies, I love this. It's just got this kind of classic with an edgy twist to it. It is a perfect shacket worn open. You can also wear it closed. Awesome layering piece. Now, moving on to the pants. I wanted to bring a pair of jeans, but I wanted to keep it kind of elevated and dressed up. The whole theme for me here is just a little bit more elevated casual. So I love these pull-on high-waisted jeans from Lissé. They are very body shaping, very flattering. I love that you can roll them up boyfriend style or roll them down for a little bit of a dressier look, and they're stretchy, so they're great for the airplane. Then new in from Just Black Denim, this is that terracotta I was talking about popping in. This is a slight kind of micro crop, so it's not full length, it's not super cropped, it's just right in the middle with just a little bit of a flare. And this is a waxed finish jean with some stretch in it, so it's actually incredibly comfortable, and just love the fall color here. And then finally, as a matching set, back to the herringbone jacket. You guys, I love these pants. This is kind of a pencil cut in here from Velvet Heart with the zipper here, and stretchy, comfortable. This is a great matching set, but it can of course be worn mix and match with the other pieces. Then I wanted one fantastic little black dress, because again, you're going on a European trip, don't go without some version of the little black dress. And this is one of my very favorite I have ever owned. This came right out of my own closet. Absolutely beautiful in here. It is a ribbed knit here. Girls, it's so flattering. And I also love the fact that you can wear a bra with it. It's got nice thick straps, and you can wear it alone for a dressy evening, or you can layer on top, as you'll see in the photos. And then finally, an outer layer in addition to that herringbone shacket, which could of course just serve as like a daily jacket. I also wanted a leather bomber, again, total Parisian street chic. And so Lissé has just sent us this. This is a very high-end vegan leather, which is really nice. It's got the little tie detail on the side, which I think is so cute. Very flattering, has a nice slim cut. You can layer underneath it, but it's also slim enough that I can put it over that dress, for instance, and have it look very chic. And then it has this little velvet detail as well. And finally, as I mentioned, I end by choosing out my accessories. So big one here for me is, of course, I'll bring a little bit of jewelry, but I'm really focusing on changing up each look, or not each look. You'll see some looks have hats, some don't, but a lot of the looks are augmented by the addition of a beret like I'm wearing right now. And I've got a few others here, which you guys will see in the pictures. Oh my gosh, everything from this beautiful cloche to just a variety of lovely little berets, and they're so easy and so packable. And finally, gals, let's talk about the bag choices. So one is gonna be the carry-on. Of course, in my fantasy trip to Paris, I am bringing a fabulous Consuelo weekender bag. I can hold it from here, or it's got this nice thick woven strap attached to it. This is great. This can absolutely fit in the overhead compartment, and it's of course so chic. And then I chose 2 handbags to bring, and in addition to a Consuelo bag, which is a great shoulder bag. The handbags are small, packable, and easy, so I'm assuming I'll be on foot most of the day, just walking all over the place. I don't want to be weighed down. So I started with this great little, very small bed stew crossbody, small but big enough to fit all of my essentials in it. It also, the dye on this totally matches the boots. Oh my gosh, you guys, totally gorgeous. And then for something a little dressier and to go with the black ballet flats, you guys, if you watched my video recently on handbags, met the Bergie bag, and I love these, and I have the little leopard key ring attached to it, and this is just so easy. Again, these are super easy to throw into the weekender bag. And the Consuelo bag that I'm talking about, if you guys went to my recent seminar on how to pack a compact suitcase capsule here in Fountain Hills, or if you've just been following me for a little while, you will know I love Consuelo in general, but these little reusable bags are so reasonably priced. They're well under $100. They can fold and flatten up. They're terrific, but they're also so strong. I think I have loaded like 100 pounds into my bag before I carry mine every day to work, and this bag never seems to break. It carries a lot. So I'll throw this on my shoulder and then throw at least one of those little purses inside of here. So now what I've been waiting for, hopefully what we've all been waiting for, my 10 days of looks for my Paris trip. 10 pieces of clothing, 10 days of travel. Let's go. Well, gals, I hope you had as much fun as I did with this. I hope it inspired you. Maybe you're online right now looking at tickets to Paris. I feel like that's probably the next thing I'm gonna do now because I am so excited. I would love to wear this capsule wardrobe. So if you guys liked this week's video, please, as always, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps this channel. And of course, it lets me know that you like these types of videos so I make more like it. If you guys have thoughts, ideas, questions, make sure to drop them in the comments section below. Or of course, you can always start a private conversation with me at lisa@shopchillstyle.com. If you loved these looks, I will make sure I link to them below, and you should definitely, if you haven't already, jump online to www.shopchillstyle.com, or you can pop in store if you are here in Fountain Hills, Arizona. And please, last thing, you guys, if you have not already, make sure to jump on and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Zero Waste Closet. That way you get notifications whenever new videos come out. And please, thank you so very much. Make sure to share it with friends and family. Ladies, bon voyage, au revoir, and I will see you in the next one.